All right, we were here last week, and now, consensually, we're coming back to this opaque, weird, prison-like government building for the second meeting here specifically about fluoride ever since our first meeting and the larger public interest in getting rid of it from this public drinking water supply, which actually is the third largest supplier of water in all Florida, spends $50,000 fluoridating the water here. The local city council said, you know what, we're actually going to have more meetings about this and try to actually acquiesce to the will of the people, and that's exactly what's happening now. I don't know if my friends Sayar G or Jimmy Levy will be coming here, so we brought in the butch lesbian to come here and to show government the business. Now more compilation of weird communistic government architecture.
Water fluoridation has been scientifically proven to reduce tooth decay by as much as 25 to 45%, especially in children, who then grow up with stronger teeth into adulthood. See, fluoride gets incorporated into the teeth, makes the teeth stronger and more resistant to decay. It is truly a shame that we currently live in a world of conspiracy theories and unproven or disproven information. As we know, there are those who want to take away vaccines, which is our protection against diseases like polio, whooping cough, measles, and others. And now there are those who seek to take fluoride away from us, our protection against significant dental disease. It does not cause neurologic deficit. It does not cause IQ deficits.
15 seconds.
Rather, it has a scientifically proven track record for the better part of a century now of safety and efficacy, backed by volumes of peer-reviewed research, literature, and experience.
Liza Trainer, and then Luke Rudkowski.
Hi there. My name is Liza Trainer. I grew up in South Florida. I was a resident of Miami for most of my childhood, and I've lived here for 90% of my life. And I have drank fluoridated water my entire life until bottled water was invented. And if you'd like to inspect my teeth, they are full of cavities. So it has done absolutely nothing to stop my cavities. You guys said you don't have a dog in the fight. I beg to differ. You do have a dog in the fight. You're spending $50,000 a year to bring this stuff in when you could be spending $50,000 a year to give out insulin. So where is the fluoride coming from? To hide the trail, it's given away. So where is the purchase from? Is it being mined to put into the water, or is it a byproduct? Where is the origin of this fluoride? Thank you.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Luke Rudkowski. I love the people here. I love the community here. And I hope you guys listen to what the people are advising you guys to do. I hope you guys don't drag your feet. I hope you guys get off the phone. I hope you guys are taking notes. I hope you guys listen, because this is truly an issue that speaks to the heart of a lot of residents here who care about the people here. This is not mumbo jumbo. This is not made up science. There are legitimate institutions, government organizations, and studies that have looked into this extensively. CNN even wrote an article 2 weeks ago that is titled, "Children's Exposure to Higher Fluoride Levels Have Lower IQs, a Government Study Finds." This is after a 9-year study. There is a link, there is a connection with arthritis, bone fractures, bone cancers, IQ loss. We have other issues regarding our pineal gland, our thyroid. This is a serious issue that I hope you guys take seriously and act fast on. I really do hope, I really do wish that as a resident here, you guys act quickly. that's what I would ask for you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to us. Thank you so much for being able to listen to us. And it really does mean a lot that we're able to have this conversation. So thank you again. Have a good day.
Stop poisoning our water, please. Let's optimize our health and put a stop to this science experiment that has gone wrong long ago. Please do the right thing. Please do not table this matter. This is urgent. We know better. We do better.
Both the EPA, the CDC, and even the FDA have acknowledged its potential dangers when consumed. It can interfere with iodine absorption in the body, which is a critical nutrient for thyroid health, metabolism, and brain development. Without enough iodine, people face higher risks of hypothyroidism, developmental delays, obesity, and even mental health issues like depression. Shockingly, 5 out of the 10 top health problems in the United States, health disease, diabetes, obesity, cancer, and mental health disorders are linked to iodine deficiency. By adding fluorosilicic acid to our water, we may unknowingly exacerbate these widespread health issues, especially since iodine deficiency often goes undiagnosed.
There's multiple research papers that have indicated that communities that have fluoridated water have a much higher incidence of hip fracture in the elderly. And I figure there is some elderly in North Miami Beach. And so we all want to not have to ingest this fluoridated water. We have lots of options. Even on a tube of toothpaste that has fluoride in it, there's a warning that if a child takes more than a pea size of this fluoride toothpaste, please call poison control. It's not okay for us. There are fluoride treatments in dental offices all the time. Kids end up throwing up afterwards because they've been given a poison to sit with for that long a period of time, and they can't control their swallowing reflex well enough. You know, we say we use water filters, but really, if you check the water filters, most of them can't take out fluoride. You need to get the very expensive, very detailed water filters in order not to have fluoride in there.
According to the CDC, about 40% of American teenagers show signs of dental fluorosis, a clear indication of excessive fluoride exposure during childhood. Water consumption varies widely, and we are exposed to fluoride from multiple sources, making it impossible to regulate individual doses through water fluoridation alone. The health risks associated with water fluoridation are well documented and concerning. While some may argue that the dose makes the poison, the reality is the poison makes the poison.
Pretty much everybody is on the same page except for one gentleman that got up here and thought that we should all be forced to drink fluoride. I have kind of a silly idea. I'm wondering if we could have 2 water supplies. One water supply where we can drink fluoride if we want it, and one water supply where if we don't want to have fluoride in the water, we could do that. And I'm not sure what the budget would be to build a system like that, but I personally don't want to drink fluoride in my water, and I think a lot of people are on the same page as me here. And I think that it's kind of telling that everybody that's sitting here at this meeting is drinking water, and I see iced tea, and I see Powerade, and I see Coke, and I see Sprite, but nobody is drinking tap water here.
This is not Republican. This is not Democrat. This is our health.
Fluoride is a medical treatment that's being forced on the population without a risk-benefit analysis.
For everybody out there, we have no dog in the fight. If it's to be, it's to be, but we want the pros and the cons, not just the cons, and we do have a couple pro people here also that want to speak, but I don't think that's enough for us to hear.
What Commissioner Chernoff, when he was talking to me, what he was referring to is that this is about almost 1,000 pages worth of information. And to kind of go through all that, he felt that it'd be appropriate to have a workshop that kind of helps educate both sides of this discussion.
I'd like to say something because we do have a lot of people in the audience. Actually, one of my former dentist that worked on me maybe 8 or 10 years ago is in the audience, called me out of the clear blue. I haven't heard from him for 8 years. But what I would like to say is everybody's adamant on both sides, pros and cons, and as I asked the manager to please have the person that runs our plant here and be prepared. But as I did my research the last 4 days, you really can't be prepared. Even talking to CDC in Atlanta, you cannot be 100% prepared just like that. We need to hear a lot. So
the manager,
I'm concurring that I would like them to come with information, number one. I would like them to come with their recommendation, number two. And I have a lot of facts at that workshop that I can share with people that are actual facts that I spoke to a lot of water plants.
All right, so Mr. Manager, our main goal, and I'll speak to this point. This is what before we move on, because I've seen in the past where people have brought up issues in regards to our water plant, and this water plant was sold off, or we're giving false perceptions. I'm not going to let that happen here. We fought against that.
And I wanted to
We're not going to let that happen here.
It definitely does seem like local government is acting like a snail's pace and doesn't really want to do anything about this issue. You helped foment a lot of this. What were the steps that you took to set this up? Where is it going, and where do you see it going? Because I'm kind of like thinking now, maybe we could do an email blast. Maybe we could do some kind of campaign to get these guys off of their bureaucratic tookuses and butts to actually do something. But tell us the story here, because this is important.
Pretty much I woke up one night and I saw the guidance from Dr. Latipo, and I saw that, the times are changing. People are waking up to what's going on with fluoride. And I had the guidance from the Surgeon General, so immediately I emailed all the commissioners that the guidance from Dr. Latipo. I said, I'm a resident, I'm a parent, I'm an expecting parent. I don't want fluoride for my wife and my kids.
Yeah, your wife is pregnant. She actually gave a speech. Yes. She has a huge belly. Right. Congratulations, by the way. That's awesome. But she was like, yeah, I don't want my baby dealing with this. Right. Rightfully so.
And because they're the most vulnerable. They're impacted the most from before they're even born. They get no benefits. All the risks from fluoride, all the neuropsychiatric risks, none of the benefits from what the so-called benefits for the teeth.
So what's the next step here? What do you expect to happen? Can we take action by messaging these people, emailing them, or calling them? Because this is infuriating. We're sitting here, I'm like, everyone's here to talk about this one issue, and they keep talking about all these other issues. It seems like they were just kind of filibustering to get everybody out there, and they gave no real kind of concrete date there to address with this larger issue.
And you saw there was overwhelming here support against fluoridation. We had about 20 speakers who was against fluoridation. We had dentists, we had doctors, but there was only one dentist on the pro-fluoride stance. So it's overwhelming popular support here.
We're talking about something that 30 counties and jurisdictions have already done here in Florida based on the Surgeon General recommendation. These guys just want to, do more studies, wait. What are you waiting for? Again, absolutely crazy. Thanks for setting this up, and let's actually find some public contacts that we could actually reach out to civilly, nicely, be like, hey, can you guys move on this? Because that's what I said. That's what you said during your talk. Let's move on this. Let's go.
Let's move on.
I think the kind of conclusion I have from this is that they work at a snail's pace. Super annoying.
It's bigger than that. I actually was part of a lawsuit with the neighboring city because I live in North Miami, and it's just the corruption is so deep, and so they have a way of like skirting things, and it's like we don't know enough, right? Yeah,
they're like, we'll do this later. When later? Give us a date here, and I think that's going to be the larger kind of call to action here. I think let's release some public information, some emails, maybe some phone numbers, and be like, hey, when's the meeting? We demand a meeting. This is one of the biggest jurisdictions in Florida that's responsible for a lot of people's drinking water. They spend $50,000 fluoridating the water and doing God knows what else. And I think we definitely got our message across here. Deaf ears. A lot of them are on their phones. A lot of them are drinking their Coca-Colas. A lot of them are drinking their bottled waters. But at least I know I'd never want to be in government.